Good afternoon, Ronlings. Today is going to be a little bit of a departure from my normal routine, shall we say. Normally when I'm camping somewhere, I recce the place out so I know kind of roughly what it's like, and then I go there a couple of hours before sunset, set up, and then I'm gone early in the morning. This time I've kind of like really run out of time, so I have to kind of condense everything into one. It's not recommended to not recce an area out if you're stealthing. Well, perhaps any time. But I'm going to drive there. There's an area I know that I've always wanted to go. It's definitely not a campy area. You're not allowed to camp in there. There are campsites dotted around. Really expensive, overpriced campsites dotted around. But it's a really huge forest area. With many car parks. I've never been there. I've always wanted to go there, so my intentions are to drive there, find a car park that's sort of van friendly, and leave the van and then camp somewhere in the woods. So I don't know what car park to go to. There's a few. I don't know where I'm going to camp, if anywhere. It's all going to have to be recce'd out and then done almost straight away. So I've gone slightly earlier than normal. Like I say, normally I go before sunset. It's 12:30 now, so I'm going a lot earlier to give me plenty of time in case the first car park is a failure, the second one's a failure, and I I've got to find a car park, and then I have to try and find a place that I'm happy with, that I can sort of sneak into, and yeah, so that's how today's going to go. It's going to be slightly different. I'm going to out for more like sort of not quite 24 hours, but probably there-ish, as opposed to just overnight, and we'll just see how it goes. Well, I don't know. I'm glad I did what I did, because I learned some stuff. But these signs, I've been driving around the area I like, and every single place I've gone and parked in has a little sign saying no overnight parking, no overnight stays. I'm not staying in the van, so I was kind of thinking, who cares? But it seems to be saying that no vehicles at all overnight, so I'm on the fence about this one. I mean, it's a lovely place. La, 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 la. Did I spin you too fast? I don't know. It's a lovely place, and this is very typical of all the car parks I've been popped into. This is about the fifth. So I'm on the fence. You know, my before it gets too late, if I, you know, because I read on Park for Night, a place that was just up the road from here, and they were saying, somebody was saying that they got moved on pretty quick, you know. That kind of made me think, so people are keeping an eye on the area, you know. So I don't know, I think this is a no-go. I can't say I consider it a failure, because all it means is I've come somewhere nice. I've come somewhere nice to look at a lovely view, sit and have something to eat, just a snack, and then move on to another place to camp. I don't see that as a, yeah. And I've learned the fact that this place I've always wanted to go, it doesn't look like it's gonna happen unless I get dropped off here, and then, because I can go and hide in the woods, that's not a problem. It's where to leave my car while I'm doing that, so I can get dropped off here in the future, and go off and camp and get picked up again. At the moment that's not really an option, but so I've learned I can still go to the place I go, I just can't do it with I can't park overnight, because I don't know the area well enough to know if I can get away with it. Yeah, you're not allowed to park overnight, but sometimes they just say that and they don't actually patrol the area. So this is my new spot. I'm in the same piece of woods as I was last time, but I've moved well far away from that, the last spot, way away from that, and this is where I am. I've spent quite a while. The place is picked basically by my looking at the trees, because some of them got well a lean on them, like this little one here. So I'm sort of behind that. The one behind it is going like that, so I made sure I'm more this way. The one behind that is well, when you look at the top of it, it's well, there's no wind, it's well got a swing on it. This one's already gone over. It's just hit another tree and stopped it. This one's like this. That one sort of like, yeah, this one here is kind of the weather is saturated the ground so much that all the trees have become so weak, and they just so I'm kind of choosing my position by where it looks like one won't fall on me. Well, ones that are starting to do this a bit, I'm considering that to be the way they fall, so I stay out that way. When you're in a tree full of woods, it's not easy, but I think it's not the perfect spot, but it's the spot that I think is least likely to get one tree on my barnet in the middle of the night. That's me all set up. I'm pooped. I'm testing a new microphone. Last one I bought, although I don't remember seeing it in the reviews. I remember seeing this problem in some other reviews for other mics, but I don't remember seeing it in the reviews. But it kept whining, so you could hear this little me. Wait, so I wasn't happy with that, and I meant to send it back, but I got lazy and didn't bother, and I've still got it. So I was saving up for another one. I've just bought another one. I don't really need it now because I only need it in strong winds and when the camera's facing the other way. I know there's a way of making it so the mic can be active both sides, but I don't want that. I only want it to be active at the front. I don't want to keep faffing around to turn that on and off. That feature, I like it just having the mic strength at the front. But I don't want to have to keep faffing with turning that on and off, because I wouldn't leave it like that. So a mic's better for me. The next video that's coming out after this one, the next video that's coming out is me in a camper van, and I'm on the old mic. So it's because they're out of sync. I did that one a while ago, and I've kept it to come out at a certain time because that's the way I want it. So if you do watch all my videos, you'll see the next one I'll have the old mic again, and you might think, why's he got your old mic again? It's because of, as I just said. So I think it's working. I've done a few tests. I think it's working well, but I'm mainly using it now just so I can have a proper listen of a full conversation back. But it's not necessary all the time. It's not necessary at the moment, for example. I was thinking on the way up here whether to include the footage I did so far. I've only just set up here because I went to various other places, but I will include it because I was trying to think of a reason why to include it, because I could technically have started from now and it wouldn't have really mattered, but I'm trying to think of why to or not to use it, and basically it's the reason I decided to use it, even though it was just looking around and I didn't find what I was looking for, and I ended up coming back to a place I've already been before, because basically I enjoyed it. Even though I didn't consider it a failure, even though I sort of looked around and couldn't find something, I didn't consider it a failure because I still enjoyed it, because I like to look around, and then if I think, oh, this isn't a place to camp, I get in the back of the van. I go and sit in the van and open the door and enjoy the view, and it doesn't become a bad experience, because I really enjoy it because I've got the van. Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants. That's the good thing about having the van, is the fact that I have that ability to you know, I can make not a waste of time, if you like. I can go out and scout for places and just make a day of it, even if I sort of think, oh, this ain't gonna work, I'm not gonna be able to camp here. And it keeps me looking as well. It keeps me looking at different places, because I keep going back to the same places, but it's because I love them. So I don't mind that, but it does make me sort of think, well, what else is about? What else can I experience? Anything else if I go somewhere else? But having the van makes the driving around looking for places a fun experience, because then if I don't find anywhere to camp, it's a day out. I'm a bit annoyed because I've forgotten my ground sheet. I have a little ground sheet that I put out. It didn't come with the tent. It's my own little bit of material, and so I'm putting it on the mud. But so for dinner, I've got, see, he lost the mic then. It's so for dinner I have, well, I don't know when to use it. I think that might be dinner or breakfast. It's a military ration, beans and sausage, chicken and sausage beans, that was. I've got chicken with lentils, so I can choose what I do and don't want. I'm not necessarily going to eat it all, just sort of bring a choice. That's ram jam masala. Looking at kids. Typical, isn't it? Just as a setup. Kids come. And I've also, I haven't got it out yet, but I've also got a little silver packet with oats, porridge, sorry. With porridge, and that might be a breakfast as well. As well as, I don't know which. I can hear kids. Hopefully they won't come in here. So, and a disclaimer, because I bought those military rations weeks ago. I buy them in bulk. I save up and I buy them in bulk. I don't buy with 2 or 3. I buy a big box of them from Preppers UK, which I've been doing for like 10 years. And then I only watched Andy Warhol the other day. Andy Warhol, Andy Pandy, and he was blooming using military rations. They look exactly the same as mine. I'm not copying him. He's brilliant as well, because I love his channel. He's so funny. It's not like he's personality funny, he doesn't sit around telling jokes all day. He's just a funny guy, and I love watching him. But I didn't copy him. I had these for ages, and I've been doing it for donkey's years. So if you probably have him in your subscription, and you'll probably say, oh, you did that the other day. I didn't copy him, honestly. I already had these. Oh yeah, and Snickers, and there's the porridge I mentioned, and the real McCoy, which are the real McCoy. Oh, 3 seconds I've had this coffee here, and there's already a fly. What's the fly doing in my drink? The backstroke. So hang on. So there's a mud on everything. It's not been raining today, but because of the pants past, oh, it doesn't recognise me. That's typical, isn't it? Why, what's changed since half hour ago when I just got my phone to work? Oh, it's a pain in the... Well, while I'm logging in by hand because it doesn't know who I am, I would just say, the reason I'm trying to get on my phone is to look up the most recent up-to-date subscribers. So I've reached 290 subscribers. What? This is blown me away. See, two videos, no, not two videos. The last video, I was going to thank everybody for hitting 200 subscribers. Well, it was just over, and then I forgot. Various things were going on and I forgot, and now I've hit 290, so I'm going to thank you for nearly 300. That is amazing. I can't believe... I know it's only in the world of YouTube, I'm like, nobody knows me, but considering why I started it, that just blows me away, because I started it because no family or friends wanted to come with me, because it was like, what? Sneaking into the woods and what are you nuts? So but I felt while I was out, I felt like I wanted to say things out. When something was nice, beautiful weather, beautiful trees, lovely wind, listen to those birds. Oh, I love this piece of equipment. I wanted to say that out loud. Saying it in my head, it didn't have the same impact on myself. So the camera was purely just so that I could say it to someone and not feel like an idiot, because if I say it out loud and nobody here, I feel like an idiot. But strangely, without even having to practice, I just instantly felt... Oh, that's my phone. I instantly felt comfortable. I could finally say it to someone, and I only need one person to watch it, and that was all it's about. And then I've said it to someone, so I'm not saying it to the camera, I'm saying it to someone, and that was all it's about. It was just purely about switching that on so I could exclaim things with to the camera, so I wasn't saying it to myself and looking like or feeling stupid. I didn't know anything about YouTube or anything about subscriptions or I didn't even know, this is how dumb I was, I didn't even know you could get paid by YouTube. I didn't know that was possible. I didn't know about monetization. I hadn't got a YouTube account. I don't think I ever used YouTube. I might have used it to look up something to do with my car broken or something, but I didn't really know anything about it. It was just purely wanting to talk to someone, and I know the word YouTube, so I even to set up the channel, I had to go on YouTube to get a how-to set up a channel, because I didn't have a clue. So this sort of fame and fortune, something that happens to other people. So I wasn't expecting to even get one who'd be interested in anything I'm doing. I don't have it in the way other people have it. So it was just purely all about just talking to someone. So to get 290, it just blows me away. I'm because once I started getting them, I'm not going to lie, I want to be monetized, and I'd like to have lots of subscribers now, but at the time it was like that's stuff that happens to other people. So I think it still might be, because 290 is not a lot, but for me it's an incredibly large amount. It's a number I could never imagine getting, not in a million years. I can only say thank you so much to whoever's done it so far, because that is just blows me away. And I read every comment, and I answer every comment, because every comment somebody has got something to say, even if it's criticism, something worth saying. So I read them all, and I will answer back to everyone, because I'm a small enough channel that I have the time to do that. So there it is. And so that was just it, a big old fat thank you. And I enjoyed this. I'm going to carry on doing it because I love it. That's why I started it, because I love it. Even if YouTube didn't exist, I'd love it. That's what I was saying about earlier, about the beginning of this video with all me just driving around a bit. I just love it. That's what I put on the things I love. So that's that. Thank you very much, and thank you very much, and thank you very much, and thank you very much. Thank you. So I've got chicken with lentils. I bought a long spoon as well, because what I was doing is cutting them here, because then it saved me having to buy a long spoon. But in the end I relented and bought a long spoon. To be honest, it was just I wasn't looking for the spoon. I was quite happy to do it the other way, but I just came across it and it was like dirt cheap on, obviously, Amazon. So chicken with lentils. See, I don't mind military food. Oh, it's hot. I've been eating it for donkey's years. Is it the best food I've ever tasted in my life? No, but the convenience. The son of a... Oh no. Right on the zip. On the material you can wipe it off, but on the zip it's all in the teeth and... Mother... Because then... It's not like you can sling these in the wash. Ah, what is wrong with me today? I'm usually quite chipless, so, if that's possible. There's less flies out than last time. Last time I put the light on and I was just... Seems to be less this time, but it's colder. It's colder than the last video. Last time I was had a really thin coat on, no t-shirt or anything. This time I got a down coat on and a thin-ish hoodie underneath. I even bought some gloves. I haven't got them out at the moment, but I was wearing just now, and I was thankful that I did. But this is actually quite nice. I've never had the chicken lentil one. I actually quite like it. I was saying earlier that it's not the best food in the world, but I actually quite like that. It's weird because instead of it feeling like it gradually get colder, it seems to just get suddenly... I was on my phone and I just suddenly went, oh, I'm freezing. Yeah, it wasn't like a gradual thing. It just suddenly felt really cold. It was like the temperature just suddenly plummeted. Keep hearing things. I've got my trusty night vision. Right, I'm going to finish this. And looks like it's floating on its own, isn't it? I want to finish this and speak soon. I'm just inserting this bit into the video because it's quite a crucial part of the film that I actually missed out because my mic weren't turned on, so you can't hear anything I'm saying. But it was the most crucial part of the video. At this point in the video, I leave the camping spot because for a good 3/4 of an hour to an hour-ish, I could see torches and people walking around. They were getting really close, they were shouting, swearing, then they'd walk away again. I don't think they knew I was there, but for about 3/4 of an hour my head was bobbing up and down. I was looking around, and at that point I kind of lost it wasn't fun anymore, because it was all about seeing where they are and if they were coming and what was going on, and I think they might have been drunk because they were acting really strange. So at that point in the camp I decided that this was not fun anymore, and I decided to leave and get in the camper, and that's why from this point on it's all camper stuff until it finishes. So all my references are to that, this is what I said in the previous video, but there was no sound. Sorry about that. So okay, not the most amazing view in the world, and here comes a push bike. It's very quiet. So once I've stopped being blinded by the bike, you can't see much. This is what I've been told is just called the creek. I don't know what its real name is. I haven't lived here long, don't really care. But this is where they park up all the boats. So tomorrow when I get up, after being blinded, when I get up I'll show you what it is, what it looks like. It's quite a nice ish view, you know. It's best, not bad considering it's just literally up the road. I'm just like around the corner from where I live now. I thought, you know, I'm not going home. I want to end this night on a good one. You know, I do this to relax and walk away. And when I was sitting there listening to all this kerfuffle next to me, I wasn't doing an This, although it's only around the corner from where I live, will give me an So I want to end on an So, and I think doing this will end me on an So I'm going to say goodnight now. I'm probably going to go straight to bed because I'm quite jazzed. Probably have a cup of tea, watch a bit of telly, and then I'm going to go to bed, and I'll see you in the morning. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful morning. This is what I woke up to this morning. Lovely. Sun beaming in. I made this little table. That folds up and down. Comes across there. Just a bit more extra space. Just folds down onto the side of the cabinet here. But it's got a kind of a shiny top, and the sun was shining on it, and it was blinding me, so I had to cover it up with a cloth because the sun's coming directly in and shining on the surface. It was quite blinding. But that's the view I got. Lovely, 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 lovely. I don't know if I can. I can't see the boat, but there's some boats there. You can just about make them out in the background. I shall take a walk out after breakfast and just have a little walk around and show you before I sign off. Alright, so this is where I'm going to end the video. There's my van, blue thing over there, right off in the distance. I just walked across the field. This is the view I had this morning. All the boats, all parked up, or whatever boats do. It's not a bad little view. I would go right to the water's edge, but look at this big lake down here. It's been raining so much over the last few months. This is what fields look like. They're all waterlogged and flooded. So that's it. That's where I parked up. That's where I ended up. And this is where I'm ending the video. Quite a weird one, that. Started off me looking around, didn't find what I wanted. Started off camping, had to move. Ended up in the camper for the night. It's bizarre. But I still enjoyed it. The bizarre thing is I still enjoyed it. I don't know if I haven't got my big fluffy muff on. I've just noticed the wind's coming in, so I hope it's not too windy. But so that's how about I do that? Keep the wind out off it. So that's how I'm going to end it. And I hope you enjoyed it. I mean, it's been a funny one and a bit of inconvenience, but I liked it. I really enjoyed it. I did like it as an inconvenience for part of the journey, but actually, it's the whole thing was still enjoyable, and I don't regret it for the minute. And it's good to have that van back up. I mean, I could have gone home, but I managed to keep it a nice adventure because I have that van as a backup, which means I can stay camping, which is a really nice touch. So there you go. It's all over. Till the next time. I'll see you hopefully again soon. Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.